Well, that should be working now. Yeah, it should be. It should be working now. The basically what happened was all my shit got corrupted. I lost all my OBS settings and all that, and all my Visual Studio settings and everything. So that's fantastic. So I think what happened basically is Windows Update came in, locked a whole bunch of fucking files. Like my machine wouldn't even shut down properly. So that's just what happens. That's why we have backup files. That's why we have version control. That's why we have all this other shit. Where the hell was I? Yeah, it's still gotta update, so yeah, that's a thing. So I was working on this, and of course it's all the work I did in the past bit here got screwed. So the issue is, do we even have our always on? At least is there. What else do we lose? Yeah, like I couldn't open Task Manager, so couldn't do that. So you can use the command line like task kill and other stuff. That wasn't working. So what was going on was usually when that happens, your computer is deadlocked on some Windows operating system files. And as a result of that, what'll happen is things just won't work and they won't be able to resolve themselves, and like you're just screwed. So what would have happened is Windows came in for an update and failed during the update. You know, not many people are running Visual Studio and stuff like that, and they can come in and just fuck everything up. Anyway, that's why you save stuff continually, right? It'll just hang for no reason from time to time. Yeah, I've also had some issues with the I've also had issues with one of my solid state drives locking up, which is a Windows error. That can be annoying as well. Well, we'll see if this thing actually works or not. So I think this this widget's screwed up here. Let me see. It's this aim widget. So we got this rotation panel. I think it's size to content is what we need to put it as. Let's just see. I think that'll do it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, come on. It's rotating around the wrong axis. Because the pivot's set wrong? Alright, so it's rotating probably everything wrong here. So we were setting our parent rotation, so now we need to set our other rotation. So this is going to be, what do we have for this? We had 0.266667. So maybe that's what we need. The center location is going to be the center of this object, right? The player aimer, which maybe it's only a 64 by 64 thing. Let me try bypassing that again. I mean, it's not bad there, so what we're going to want to do is change the center location isn't used, so we can just get rid of you. The aim box size, you can actually make it like a bit bigger. Oh, it's 512 plus 64, I believe. Let's go to our designer. So if we change the scale on the fill, did this get screwed up? No, it's just getting stretched into, it's just getting squished a bit. Which is not the worst thing ever. Let's turn off the debug always on. Yeah, and I can totally use the keyboard for this as well. That's from the keyboard. Very cool. All right. I need a reticle sound. Like a good sound effect that I can play that loops. That could work. Alright, let's see. We're gonna need a sound effect, so this will be aiming sound. This will be a bass sound wave. is move slide rock. This is not the right one. Okay, so basically what we're going to set here is if our audio channel is not valid, then we'll try to start playing this thing. And we need, well, this is, if this is valid, we need to, I guess, call stop. And then we need to set it to nothing. Is valid, do this. Otherwise, this is with this guy. So start aim is going to be this guy. So if our audio channel is not valid, thing. Let's see if it can work. Well, let me think here. Well, let's change our player logic object, aim shoot speed. It's the reticle speed. Let's make it 2.5. Or 3. Let's see if 3 works. I think it could actually be even faster. Let's make it a 5. It's too fast at 5. Just put it at 3. It's a little bit twitchy with keyboard. I think it's just like it's not fast enough with the. It's kind of not fast enough with. I don't know. Might be a little bit too fast regardless. Not everybody's got the same thumbs. Maybe it should only be a 2. well, I need to get this so I can actually use this with the keyboard. So let's see, it's in the mappings, right? So alright, so we'll want another move here. So this will be keyboard control, so left shoulder, left trigger action. And let's just call this aim shot. Do we have anything bound to Q? Yeah, that's crouch toggle. Aim shot would be what, like... Crap. Middle mouse is kick. What do we even have here that we could use for this? Z? As a default? Aim shot will be left trigger. You want to change the ball size for your server for everything? No, there is no global setting. Should I call this aim shot or should I call this ability 1 or something like that? Yeah, let's call it ability 1. Alright, so left trigger is going to be ability 1. By default. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Ability 1, ability 1, ability 1. Okay, save and configs. What? Ability 1. Is it 100%? I don't know what you mean. Is it 100% size? I don't think so. I think we just threw it in there. I mean, I think the default for that got increased to 1.5 or something. Yeah, ball scale's at 1.5. I assume that's supposed to be a 20? No, it's set to 1.5 right now, so if you want it 20% smaller, then it's going to be like 1.25 or something. So what are the controls looking like right now? I need another line on the controls. So settings, controls. Alright, so now we can move the controls container up. Let's see. So he's 53. Yeah. Alright, so we need another line in here for all this. This thing's still compiling all that crap. Alright, so ability 1. I'm gonna have to think about all the ability stuff pretty damn soon. Oh god, all my settings are screwed. Fucking hell. Where is the damned settings for autocomplete? Enable no autocomplete. Jesus Christ, I hate fucking autocomplete. Okay, so we've got that going on. So we need to open up our gameplay and then add this new thing to our scripts. What is JavaScript key code? Z is 90. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Left trigger. Okay, it looks like it's getting set. So we need to go into our... What is the call we actually made? It's going to be set game controls and game utils. I gotta set these damned editing options again. So let's see, text editor, CC++, what? Formatting, indent but do not format. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we should have all the abilities there set then. So we can remap these things. I'll be able to remap that to something else, like crouch toggle to Z and Q to, or E or something like that for this game. Even better, just set it back to 1. Well, it really depends on your hardware and what you've got running. And when you're doing a bunch of development and crap like that, you're doing stuff that most people aren't with Windows. Using lots of tools that just don't get tested. So, like, what'll happen is it'll deadlock on some user data folder or some crap like that, and it'll corrupt some of the, like, if the program has the file open and the config file gets corrupted, that's just what happens. So if you're trying to, like, restart or whatever, those things can just get blown away, and that's not fun for anybody. It also has to do with, I think one of my solid state drives has a known issue with Windows 10 where the driver screws up, stuff like that, where like literally the hard drive deadlocks the operating system. So it's like, well, what the hell you can do about it? Buy a new hard drive? Well, there's only so many times you can do that before you're like, well, I'll just deal with the thing getting fucked up sometimes. Alright, so we should have a new option, which is ability 1, in our control screen, which we can remap, which should be initialized to the Z key and the left trigger. So the left trigger should work. And I can go rename that thing to ability 1. With some of the aiming stuff, I could definitely see this aim being reused for other abilities, such as, you know, if you're holding this down and you release it, your character could do like an air dash or some other shit like that in the direction that, you know, you're holding. Alright, so let's go to our settings, controls, left trigger, ability is Z key. Let's see, for me, let's see, crouch toggle, let's set that to Z, and left trigger, let's set that to that guy. Let's make sure it's saved. Left trigger is set to Q. I actually want to set this to R, I think. So R will do it, so let's make sure that the keyboard controls R does what we want it to do. I don't know, I'm still just better with the normal shot. I really don't see why you'd ever use the aim shot like it is. Like, I mean, I guess because it's like if you suck, like, I could see it being, you know, a nice mulligan, but I don't know. Just maybe for some of those perfect precision, like if we had some goals that literally, like, were fucking impossible. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to jump up there, get the right timing on it, and let me see. If I go to maybe one of these other things, I go to the expectations map and I try, like, can I get like a full, maybe that's what it might be good for. It's like, okay, I need to aim the shot. Yeah, I guess that might really help for some people. Like, they get that just perfect. Like, yeah, just that angle. Yeah, alright, alright. What is going on there? There's something screwed up with the UI. Let's see where aim starts getting thrown. Local aim start. Start aim shot. Calculate aim shot direction. Stop aim shot. It's gonna call local aim end UI. Yeah, okay, so it's supposed to work. What's going to be going on is it's probably the bot that's fucking it up. So what we want to do here is we want to actually is fucking variable. Why isn't it not show up? Okay, so we got that on animation end. Now, why is the bot holding the left trigger? There must be some code in there to make him hold the left trigger. Alright, so the bot shouldn't screw with the stuff anymore.